Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all. Let's get it. Get it. Like, share, subscribe to this joint, y'all. Let's go. It's crazy. This man said, make that be the last transaction with you and my son. I was like, backed up on him, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I backed up a little bit because I'm like, then when I backed up, I looked at him, and then I had to scan one more time because he's showing predator qualities. He's definitely showing predator qualities. So I'm like, let this be the last. So you trying to like, I'm like, yo, listen. I pulled up, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, cause I wasn't scared of him, you know what I mean? Like, if anything, like, if you gonna do what you gonna do. But I pulled up, I was like, yo, he come ball stuff for me. I ain't telling him to just come do this for this weekend. He did this, so you need to holler at him. But I was like, at the end of the day, you ain't gotta worry about that no more, cause I see where this was going. I'm not gonna fight over somebody else that thinks somebody else is their property. I told y'all watch my stories. I don't get down like that. So his whole motive of what he was doing just didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense. But at the end of the day, the dude drew, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was a bad move. I don't know about y'all, but I think that was a bad move he did by hooking this man up with his mom. This man used to every now and then go over there and get whatever he gonna get. Even though he wasn't getting to the bag with the stuff, his mom wasn't bringing him heavy stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, at least he was able to like, you know, scratch and scrape and make a couple dollars and, you know, get some food or whatever the case. Now you just let the OG maniac move in and take your spot. Now your mom is going to bring him the package. I didn't understand his motive. I didn't understand why he was doing this. I promise y'all, I didn't understand why he was doing this, but he was doing it. It was a known fact that it was going down. I look up, I see the blood dude standing on the tip. They looking mad. They looking mad now because usually on the weekends, they'll be in bro pocket. Like how he'll owe me, because I never wanted to be in his pocket. Like I wasn't into it. I wasn't like kind of like messing with Drew or loaning him stuff where he can owe me because I know he was getting the pack. No, like I just used to loan him stuff because I used to talk to him. You know what I mean? He was all right. The blood dude's job wanted to be in his pocket. Like they wanted him to always owe them. That's how it was gonna go down. But when the OG came in there, the OG kind of killed that play. Just like he killed my play, which wasn't really a play, but he still killed the play. He also, boom. I'm sitting there and I'm just trying to like to stay away from really Drew at this moment now, y'all. Like I'm looking at it like, why? Why should I even come around him? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is trouble waiting to happen. You know what I mean? Like I ain't finna get into it with nobody. Like I'm not getting into it with nobody that think how big dude think or how people I done ran across in the past think when it comes to other people. I'm not fighting over that, man. So like, I'm trying to stay away from bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to stay away from him. But like, you can see kind of like the tension slightly boiling slightly because like I say, the blood dudes, like they're used to, like when bro come out from the VI, they used to going to him, having the conversation. Next thing you know, he's in the room with them. The next thing you know, they're getting some weed or whatever the case is. They get whatever they're gonna get. That's how I usually go. Now it's like, you see the big dude, you know what I mean? He come out, he don't start bubbling nothing in the pod. Nothing is going on in the pod. The pod is crickets. It's crickets right now in the pod. So everybody's kind of getting antsy and everybody's kind of getting mad because I'm telling you, it's a certain way you got to move around when you got that stuff in there. So like everybody, like besides me, a lot of people was angry. You look up, you see Drew, he over there on the phone looking all happy. He's looking blazed. He's looking like he's lit. His eyes are red, but y'all know he messed with that dog food. So it's like, you never know. I look up. I see the big dude, OG. I catch him. He's standing by the table. He like, I said, oh, he nodding off. I said, oh, so he messed with that too. So it's OG. I knew it. I said, man, that's what turned bro out with that stuff on Ottaway. I knew it, man. Like I knew it. So like, we go outside for the first time. This is the first time us going outside while they got the pack. Or why the big dude got the pack. They go outside. We get outside. Everybody calling the big dude. Everybody. Big dude got that riggedy. Y'all know what the riggedy is, the raw dog food. He got the raw dog food. Man, it's my word. Everybody calling him. He out there moving around, moving and shaking. He walking. All right, look, meet me at breakfast. All right, here. Here go to Western Union. Yeah, right to that. That's my girl right there. Yeah. He talking about Drew mama and everything. Yeah, it's my girl. So I ain't gonna lie. Like, the big dude know how to do business. You know what I mean? He know how to do business, man. He straight moved in and intercepted bro play. Like, this is what he's supposed to do, but this is the dude that, you know, Drew looks up to. Drew looks up to this man. He got him working out. He trying to get him to move better. You know what I mean? He trying to show him what's a dollar about now. Stop tricking, stop doing this. I ain't gonna lie, he kind of was like a slight job, good role model slightly, because that tactic of fighting the Bloods and doing all that, that was crazy to get out that debt. But at the same time, when he came to me, that's what kind of shocked me, that he was kind of like off, because like, bro, I don't got no problem. I don't be around here trying to act like I'm, you know what I mean, pressed on Drew. Like, I'm not doing none of that. So when he came like that, that threw me off with that. But at the same time, I had to give him a slight bit of credit, y'all, not a lot, because he's a psycho. I had to give him a little bit of credit for kind of like just showing business skills. Because I'm on the yard watching him, like, I know for a fact he got more D block than what Drew used to come back with, because there's too many people calling him. So he probably sat down with bro mama and was like, look, this is what we're going to do. First of all, we need more. You can't be bringing that little bit of stuff, this and that. Because he was a big dude, so I'm pretty sure however he brought it back, he got it back. You know what I mean? So she started bringing more, I guess. Man, he doing his thing. I'm telling y'all, the man doing his thing. And the whole time, one day I look there on the yard, because that's what you see. That's when you see dude on the stage. Dude moving around, talking to dudes. You know what I mean? Talking to dudes. You know what I mean? He out there handling business. I look up on the yard. I just see Drew one day. He was just on the fence like. I see him watching his OG. He just start walking laps. He get around, I was there, I catch him. Me and my homeboy walk up, like, what's up, bro? What you doing, bro? We been quiet. This young lady like, I'm good. I'm like, what's up, bro? Why you look sober right now? We just finished smoking a Feezy. We lit out there. That's why I ended up pulling up on him, messing with him anyway. I'm bitten. I'm like, bro, hey, you look sober right now, bro. You look like you just got a rehab. Why you look like that? He was like, go ahead, man. He was like, you got a Feezy. I was like, we just smoked it, man. We about to go back in a minute. He was like, man, I need something, man. I said, go get something from your OG. My homeboy was like, your OG got all the work, bro. What are you talking about? He was like, yeah, but you know, he told me his business from right now. You know, he said that first day, you know, we party and, you know, it's good love, you know what I mean? But when the weekday come, like, it's all business after that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I know that hurt for you to hear, you know what I mean? But I said, bro, it's the truth, bro. Like, you can't trick the whole pack up. I said, bro, can't be out here messing. I said, bro, making money. I said, at least your OG like to get to the bag. He was like, yeah, I know, but it's like now, though, you know what I mean? Now he got my moments. Like, I feel like I'm trying to get my sister to start doing something. Because, you know, that's when they come see us now, that's who called me out. And my mama called him out. So I'm trying to get my sister to see if my sister can order. I'm like, bro, you going to put your sister? I said, it's bad enough. I didn't say this is what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, bro, it's bad enough that your mom is already doing this. Like, you know what I mean? You going to put your sister in the line of fire? I didn't say that. But I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, I'm going to try to convince her, bro. He started that smile again. I'm going to try to convince her, bro. Yeah, I'm going to try to convince her. I'm like, I don't think that's going to work. Because your sister probably looking at it like you was an idiot anyway for plugging Big Debo mama. That's how she probably looking at it. So like, I'm the whole time, like, he looked different. He had kind of like, I saw it in him. Like, he just kind of like, you know what I mean? He had kind of looked like a different kind of guy. But, you know, the dude that he looked up to, his OG, has taken over the car. He's came and took everything over. And now you got to move like how he moved. You know what I mean? So I can remember one time they up in the pod. It's like a week after they done got that package. You know what I mean? They out in the pod. So the big dude working out. You know what I mean? So I guess on the strength that, you know, that I guess everything is not going right for Drew or how things he's looking, like I say we just had that conversation. I guess he's starting to feel some type of weight that, you know what I mean, that dude with his mama and all this and he getting cut out of the car. So they back there working out. So the big dude trying to body him. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I guess the big dude feel the tension. You know what I mean? But he trying to body Drew, so they doing push-ups off the toilet. Drew going over like out of shape dude, so he doing what he can, but the toilet, y'all, is like this high. Like, no, that's too high. I'll say probably about this high right here. What about this high right here? So dudes that keep it there, and it's no toilet bowl. It's the toilet, but it's like covered with metal. So it's like you can sit on it. So dudes that do push-ups off, and they'll put their feet on it and bang out push-ups because that's great. Incline, decline, I can't remember which one of them. And they'll bang them jumps out. You know what I mean? It's good money. So dudes used to work out from there. So Drew and the big dude going back and forth. Big dude knocking 50 clips out. Bop, bop. Drew doing quarters. But he as soon as he get up, go back. So when he get up, he like right there on Drew. He like, come on. When Drew get to 20 every time, Drew like, 21, 22, 23. He like, come on, one more. He like, soon as he finish it, big dude right, watch out. Big dude hop on that jump. Drew like, dude knocking his 50 out ASAP. Drew turn again. Drew get back up there. He like, come on, man. I'm trying to get you right before you go home, man. Come on. Drew like, this time Drew hit 10. He like, man, you better do 25 push-ups, man. Don't let these niggas see you weak in here, man. What I tell you right now, the way, man, that's your problem. You give up too much, man. Don't let these niggas. I'm looking at this dude like, he sounds / like a football coach / army drill sergeant. I'm like, that's not how you teach somebody to work out or help somebody to work out. Like, if dude's struggling on his push-ups, you're supposed to help him. You spot him. It's like weights. This man's standing over him screaming like a psycho. Come on, don't give up. Get up there. Drew like, 13. This man doing quarters. He like, 13. Push. That man dropped. His legs were still on the toilet. He was like, his feet was still on the toilet. His chest hit the ground. He like, big dude was like, he looked around, everybody in the pod looking like, I promise you, big dude said, man, he moved Drew legs off the toilet like on some, like Drew almost did a 360 like a helicopter. He was like, Drew said, that nigga almost spun, goddamn, that nigga landed on the side. Big dude was like, he started like, and nigga Drew get up, he like, and he broke down, he like, he went to the booth, he was like, this time he went upstairs like this. He did say she opened the door. They go in that jump. The door closed. I look up. I see the OG dude. He like, hey, Drew. I guess Drew came to the jump. He's like, hey, you quit. You cut off. You quit, you cut off. Next thing you know, the door opened back up again. Drew came down the steps. He was like, man, I went to get some water, man. He was like, there's a water fountain right there. He was like, my ice water was in the cell, man. He was like, man, get your ass back down here. Told your mama, you don't listen, man. You don't listen. I told your mama, man. He was like, man, I can't do 25s. He was like, do 10s. I'm sitting back looking at this shit, y'all, like, this nigga's a psychopath, so boom! What do you expect, though? This is who you say your OG was. This is the guy you looked up to. This is the guy that you hooked up with your mama. Now you want to complain about how his workout is. Now you want to complain that you can't get high on the weekdays and stuff like that no more, huh? But this is what you did. You said you looked up to this man. You were one of the first people I heard saying, what's up, OG? And you wasn't a gang member? This is all your fault, Drew, man. Like, that's why I said his name. This is all his fault. I'm not going to say the dude name because it's not his fault at the end of the day. But at the same time, though, like, you put yourself in situations, man. You put yourself in situations. So I don't know, because if the blood dudes thought they heard the big dude say he cut off, that he was cut off. You know what I mean? But they still sniffing around. And the only reason they still sniffing around because they still feeling like that's messed up. But for real, the smoke is with the OG. But they really don't want to go up against the OG. The OG know a lot of dudes on the compound. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, anybody can get touched. You know what I mean? So I don't know how they was thinking or I'm not gonna say they was praying on the week because it was Drew. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they ain't push no smoke at the big dude. I know they feeling like, kind of like, I don't know if it's a rap, or I don't know if it's this, I don't know if it's that. So they go to commissary. Come back from commissary. Drew go in his cell. I told you, Drew sleep upstairs. It's slightly like him and Big Dude, they ain't talking like how they used to. You'll see them in front of the phone. That was it. They wouldn't go to chow together anymore. They wouldn't be in the park working out like that no more. But he would still talk to Drew, but not as much. You know what I mean? I could tell Drew, it just was getting to Drew. But this is the guy he looked up to, y'all. He put himself in this predicament. But we come back from commissary. He comes back from commissary. He goes to his cell. I tell you, he sleep upstairs from 24, right? Not too far from the damn booth. He go up there. He go in his cell. This is the word I got afterwards. But they say he go in his cell, and there was 2 blood dudes in there waiting on him. He said when he go in his cell, he tell the lady close the door. He turn around, there's 2 blood dudes. He get in the cell and tries to fight the 2 blood dudes. The blood dudes bank him. So by the time I catch wind of what's going on, when I see what's going on, I hear that the Bloods robbed him. So I look up, because everybody's looking to see what the OG gonna do. You know what I mean? Everybody's waiting to see what his move is gonna be, because at the end of the day, everything is his call when it comes to Drew. If he be like, I'm not doing nothing, then that's just what it is. And I think that's what the 3 blood dudes that was in the pod was thinking. You know what I mean? But the word get out. You know what I mean? Drew stay in the cell. He ain't want to come out. He just got robbed. You know what I mean? So he's sitting in the cell looking crazy. So everybody talk about it. You know what I mean? And I'm still waiting to see Drew come out the cell. But I look, I see cell 9 open. The OG dude come out. He look at the old head. He said, hey, where Drew at, man? He was like, he in the cell. He was like, he go up the steps slow as a bitch. He big as hell. He was like, get to the top. He walk all the way down there to Drew's cell. He go to the door. He was like, yo, come here, man. You look up, you see Drew come to the window. Can't hear what Drew's saying, but you can see the big dude. He's like, what's up? What happened? Guess Drew talking. He was like, man, look, man, put your fucking shoes on, man. Put your shoes on, man. Drew was like, his face is like he was still stuck at the door. He was like, man, be ready when I come back cell break, man. Went in the joint. Goddamn, went back downstairs. Ready called cell break. Goddamn, Drew door open. Blood dude standing back there in the corner. There's 3 on them. You know what I mean? They standing back there in the corner and shit. Goddamn. OG dude went back there and shit. Drew come down the steps. You know what I mean? Drew come down the steps and shit. Goddamn. Looking. They go like, yo, man. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? I don't know what. Drew was like, they banked me and took my shit. That's what happened. They banked me and took my shit. Goddamn, OG dude was like, look, man, y'all ain't gonna bank this dude in front of me, man. I told y'all that the first time, man. Blood dude was like, yo, man, listen, man, respectfully, OG, we ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I mean? You not my OG, you his OG. Like, I ain't trying to hear all that shit. We did what we did. You know what I mean? He was like, he looked at Drew, he was like, you just gonna let a nigga fucking rob you? I can't fight all your fucking battles. Drew was like, it was 2 on. It was 2 on, Pops. He was like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that pop shit, man. You know where the fuck you at, man? You know where the hell you at? Drew was like, man, he was like, man, what's up? He was like, yo, what's up? Y'all know the routine. He trying to see one of y'all. What's good? Blood dude was like, I'll see. You want me to beat him up again? All right, come on. They went in the cell again. The whole time, I'm thinking the tactic of this is the OG dude is kind of like, I'm not going to fight your battles. Like, for real, he right, man. He can't. That's because he big and know people, stab people. Bro, you can't fight his battles the rest of your life. So, Drew, you got to be a man on your own. And he was there to make sure he didn't get jumped. You know what I mean? But the same blood dude going there, one of the same blood dudes that robbed him, they go in the cell together. I can't see, but you can hear the dudes fighting in the pod. Niggas just type of noise going on. They up there rolling. I'm like, I'm feeling bad. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, damn, man. Like when dudes get themselves trapped up in a web of bad situations, man, like bad stuff just keep happening. Now he's in the cell rumbling the dude. He came out the cell probably thinking him and OG was gonna wreck shop and both of these dudes would just go to the hole. Nah, OG get into the bag now. OG ain't just trying to risk everything. He over here on deck, making sure you straight. People like, yo, police about to come in. Next thing you know, see Drew, goddamn, come about the cell. This time Drew come out the cell, his head bleeding. I'm like, the fuck? But he get out the cell. It was the dude blood cell he was in. Blood dude come to the door like, yo, I'm tired of beating his ass, yo. I'm tired of beating his ass. And nigga Drew was like, yeah, cause you keep grabbing me. You keep, the big dude was like, man, get your ass in the fucking cell. What's wrong with you, man? You bleeding and shit, man, get the fucking cell. Goddamn, Drew went up the steps. Open up 24. Lady let him in. He go in the cell. Big dude like, shit crazy. He like, yo, look, I fuck with his mama, man. Like, I would never step on y'all young niggas' toes like that. I fuck with his mama, man. Why the fuck y'all rob him? I give y'all want something, nigga. I give y'all something, nigga. Would you think I'm scared of y'all niggas, nigga? I do whatever the fuck I want, nigga. You don't know who I am? Blood niggas was like they really ain't understand what that nigga was saying. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, look, man. At the end of the day, what you want us to do? They like, yo, listen, just leave that nigga alone. Just leave him alone. I fuck with his mama. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to jump out there, but y'all forcing my hand. Y'all trying to fuck my play up. Now I gotta get on the phone and explain to his mama that he got his ass whooped again by you. He was like, blood dude was like, yo, we ain't got no problem with you, man. We already know you protected that nigga, man, but that nigga a bitch, man. For real, for real. He was like, yo, look, man, leave that nigga alone, man. I'll look out for y'all niggas, man. I'll give y'all niggas something to smoke. What the fuck? Y'all want something to smoke? What you want, some eggs? You want some D-block? What you? The nigga's like, nah, you ain't gotta do all that OG, but now you like, man, just leave that nigga alone. He's like, yeah, that nigga a bitch. We took his shit, we rumbled, that shit dead. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of knew how to goddamn negotiate with the Bloods, and usually you can't. But I see the OG dude know how to negotiate. So he go hop on the phone in front of everybody. He like, man, your dumb ass son got his ass whooped again. I was like, bro, you want to pay prison? Like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, he got his ass whooped again. Yeah, man, listen. I held, what the fuck you think I would let niggas jump him? Yeah, I held him down. He got his ass whooped. He grabbed the phone like this when he said that. He was like, he got his ass whooped. I guess she was like, again? He was like, yeah, again. Yeah, I'm trying to tell his dumb ass, man, he dumb. Yeah, he dumb, man. I'm sitting I'm just like, I feel bad for bro, man. Like, this is beyond scary. Like you done let a psycho bag your woman. Now he's like your real daddy in penitentiary, bro. Like, where they do that at? I didn't understand. But just look at all the stuff that's going on ever since OG has came into the pod. It's been too much stuff going on, y'all. So boom, it got crazy, man. It got real crazy, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, you know, like, I just started thinking, like, man, like, for real, man, like Drew, man, the only way you probably would save this situation, man, you check in. Like, I didn't know what he could do. I didn't know what he could do to save this situation. But nevertheless, this is the situation. This is what he's going through. This is something he can't really stop now. Because his mom likes this dude. So it's like he locked in, but they're in the pod together. But even if it wasn't in the pod together, his mom is not leaving this dude. Because I know for a fact he sent her back some bread from that D-block. I know for a fact, dude getting to the money. Man, this shit crazy. Goddamn. Next thing you know, I'll say probably like a week or 2, 3 weeks at the most. Goddamn, go back. Man, the big dude used to do business with a lot of people. Dudes respected him enough to pay him his bread. You know what I mean? So he done business with dudes in full, but I used to always see him. It used to be a man, I'm telling y'all, man, that D-block, man, is big back in them days. Everybody used to do that stuff, man. That D-block, I didn't do it, but a lot of people did. So it was a popular drug. So he used to do business with a lot of people. So we in the cell. You know what I mean? We in the cell one day. Goddamn. It's chilling and shit. Goddamn, next thing you know, you see 2 COs. They was like, police come in the pod. You see 2 COs come in the pod. They looking. They go straight to cell 9. They go straight to cell 9. Tell her step out. Him and his roommate. Next thing you know, they in that jump. They flipping the joint. Mattress gang. They flipping everything in there. They searching everything. They searching everything. They tearing the cell up. Next thing you know, investigator dude come in. White dude, you got a dumb ass walk. Talking to him. He walking, looking in the cell. They still in that bitch like this. They still tearing the shit up. They snapping out in the goddamn cell. Next thing you know, goddamn, he talking to the investigator one-on-one. Talking to the investigator one-on-one. Talking. You see it's the celly standing right there. You know what I mean? Talking to him. Talking to him. He talking. He talking. Next thing you know, you was just like, man, that nigga walked that way. No handcuffs. He took OG that way. I'm looking like, everybody on the door like, damn, where you going to the hole? His celly's still right there though, but I'm still thinking that's where he going. He got to be going to the hole. People let us off for wreck. Doors open up. We come out. Niggas come down. He's on the pod. Dude, roommate. It's like 4 dudes around his roommate. Niggas talking to his roommate. The dude OG roommate. Drew ain't even come down the steps yet. Niggas talking to his roommate. Nigga like, yo, man. Nigga, yo. The OG called a real dude. He called OG dude real name. He said he was talking to the investigator. And he said, man, he told the investigator, man, he trying to go to the hole. He don't want to stay on his camp no more. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he told the investigator that he don't want to stay on his camp no more. Take him to the hole. So I was like, when I walked up there, I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, so why they running y'all sale? You know what I mean? He was like, because they say he had some stuff, but they was like, they ain't find nothing. You know what I mean? He was like, but when he talked to the investigator, he said he didn't want to be on his camp no more. So he went to the hole. I was like, that's crazy. So Drew come down the steps. Where Pop's at? Where you go? He was like, he went to the hole. He's like, you didn't see that shit? He was like, no, I just woke up. It's like, man, he went to the hole, man. He's like, for what? His roommate was like, he said he wanted to go to the hole. He was like, what? Nigga got on the phone ASAP. Come on, Dukes. No answer game. No answer game. Hey, where's that? Give me a 3-way. Like, what's up? Give me a 3-way. I'm like, I shouldn't even mess with you, but since the psycho gone, all right, I get on the phone. Hey, call this number for me right fast. Yeah, I gave him the jack. He get up there, this the number, this the number, this the number, this the number. My people's call the number. I guess they get through. He like, hey, Ma. Hey, Ma, why you answer the phone? Can't hear what's going on. He like, oh, so you know. Don't do me like that, Ma. Ma! Ma! Nobody on the jack. He was like, Ma! He looked back at me. Yes, I'm looking right at that shit. I'm like, I can't wait to get the phone back to ask my peoples what they were saying. No, knows he's a bitch. Nigga like, hey, give me the jack. I'm like, damn. Like, yo, that shit was crazy. I was like, what the hell was going on? He was like, yo, that nigga mama was like, God damn, you was a dickhead, and she ain't coming up there no more. And the dude, whoever that dude is he was talking about, he getting transferred, and she going to see him. You know what I mean? I was like, so you saying his mama cut him off? He was like, that's what it sounded like to me. I was like, damn, man, bro, luck bad as a bitch. He got the worst luck in America, y'all, so boom. He need to be feeling like the fucking pie is on his damn face, because this is all your fault. This is all your fault, bro. Somebody that you called your OG. Somebody that you told me you looked up to. Somebody that you told me it showed you the ropes. He also showed you how to get high off that D-block too. But this is the person you want to call your OG. I didn't understand it. This was the first time I was witnessing a situation like this. So I was trying to let it play out because I didn't know how to handle this shit. This is a crazy situation right here. But it's a fact, and it's a known fact, that the OG dude is no longer in the pod with him no more. He's no longer in the pod with this guy anymore, man. Shit was crazy. I promise y'all, I say 2 days of this man being gone out the pod. Next thing you know, niggas go outside. We on the yard. The word spread fast when we on the yard. We on the yard. I see my homeboy in 4 building right next to us. He see me, he like, hey, ain't you on the pod with the dude, Drew? I'm like, oh, you telling the dude from something? He like, yeah. He like, hey, look. Man, that nigga Peoples, man, that dude that went to the hole, the big dude. I was like, yeah, it's OG. He was like, whoever the fuck he is, like, yo, that nigga just checked in on so many niggas so much bread, bro. He was like, bro, that nigga was taking niggas money and going to get the package and giving niggas the package. Like, the lady was bringing like quarters in at a time for different dudes. You know what I mean? They was paying them. You know what I mean? So it was like people pay in advance. And he was like, this nigga just went to the hole, niggas so they talking to everybody in our pod, like, yo, he went to the freaking, he just dipped on niggas all this bread. Like, yeah, man. He was like, man, that's crazy, man. Like, that shit wild. So I'm like, damn, he gone now. So nigga was like, yo, that shit wild, but ain't that dude his son? That dude Drew his son, right? So I'm like, when he said it, I'm like, like, I can't lie. You know what I mean? Because I know they know the count. I'm like, I mean, they ain't as real as dad. That's all I can say. This wasn't a funny moment, but I was just like, I mean, dude ain't as real, dad. You know what I mean? So, you know, he was like, nah, but he messed with that nigga mama, right? He was like, man, tell that nigga where he at. I'm like, bro, I don't know where he at. I look up. I see Drew coming outside. He like, niggas see him and shit, so everybody just go in the yard. Them niggas came on the yard with us. So them niggas on the yard with us. They like, yo, hey, look, man, they snapping. They are blacking out because they like, damn, this man done checked in with their money. You know what I mean? So they like, yo, you need to holler at your mama. You need to holler at your mama, bro, and tell her that nigga send that money back. If he's getting transferred or whatever he's doing or checking in or whatever he's doing, you need to tell your mama, send that bread back to my peoples. As he's saying that, another dude from Richmond pull up. He pull up, old head dude. He like, oh, that's your mama. Drew was like, yeah. He was like, oh shit, I didn't know that was your mama. You never went there and visit. I didn't see y'all in the visiting room. I didn't know that was your mama. I thought she was your aunt or something. Drew was like, nah. He was like, well, look, man, you need to tell her, call that 804 number, shawty. You need to tell her, call that 804 number and send my goddamn money back if ain't nothing happening this weekend. You going to get it? Drew was like, she said she ain't coming to see me no more. He was like, well, look, man, something got to give, man. Go get my, go tell your peoples, man. Go tell your peoples that's your mama, right? Drew was like, I was like, damn, just to see bro in this whole situation was nuts, y'all. So boom, niggas talked about it for like a day. He tried to get through to his mama. His mama wasn't answering the phone, which was fucked up, man. Which was messed up. That was messed up, man. That she chose that psycho over her son. That was nuts. She didn't answer the phone. I gave him the three-way again. She don't answer that because now she knows that number. He gets another three-way for somebody else. She answers that number. She basically tells him the same damn thing that you on your freaking own. This is basically what she's telling him, man. She waiting on the big maniac to get transferred to any goddamn way, and she's going to bring that package for him. Her son is out back, but this is his fault, though. This is everything that he's done. Now, it's a debt with his mama, and his mama just leaving that debt on him, which is messed up again. Man, this is my word, man. That nigga ain't go outside that next day. Niggas is looking for him all over the fucking place. Niggas is looking for this nigga all over the place. Somebody have to pay this tab. Man, this shit boiled down to, man, I guess the niggas that knew the other dude that said that he owed the other dude that was in the party, he sent the money, not the dude from Richmond, but the other dude. I guess they knew the Bloods. And I guess the Bloods had already told him, like, yo, we done beat dude ass several times and all this shit. I guess them niggas was like, yo, look, go beat that nigga ass again. I'll pay y'all niggas. Man, I promise y'all, man. It was nothing I could do about it, y'all. Like, I won't go in there to break that shit up. I wasn't going to take the role of the OG dude if that's what y'all thinking. Fuck no. But I remember coming back in from child one day, man. I'm coming up the steps. And as I hit like the fifth step, I hear, ah! I'm going the opposite direction of where the is on that damn side, but I hear it, so I get to the other side and I'm looking across now. I look at 24, it's like 3-4 dudes in that bitch. It's a nigga in that bitch that ain't supposed to be in our building. This nigga's, man, I look up, all you is, all right, I'm tell him, man. I was like, I felt so bad. Like, I'm like, damn, man, it's wrong. All right, man, I was like, gee, man, I'm gonna tell him, man, she's not, that's what I said, I'm gonna tell him, man. Man, they beat that nigga ass all the way till everybody came back from child. Then the lady opened the doors up. Niggas came up out that bitch. All them niggas like they was sweaty and just put work in. Niggas like, goddamn, the old dude that was in the cell, goddamn OG, he come up and steps right past them. Niggas like, he go to sit. He like, Drew. That nigga start smacking that nigga like he was knocked out. I heard that shit from across. He like, Drew. Man, he ain't responded, man. He came down the steps. Niggas like, no. Oh, he was like, fuck that. Oh, he went to the booth. You got a dude in there that's knocked out, not responding. The lady was like, what's sale? Like 24. She hopped on the phone. Next thing you know, police coming in, bitch. They go up to 24. That nigga goddamn fucked up. That nigga was fucked up. This is my word. They come in there with the stretcher. Nurses come, lock that dumb ass down. They come in there with the stretcher. Goddamn. Brought that nigga, man. They had to take that nigga through the top tier, put him on the elevator from the top tier, from the backside Took that nigga to Mexico, man. That nigga Drew was out of there, man. That nigga was out of there, man. That nigga Drew was out of there. I didn't see that man again until one time I went to the hole right after that, and he was still in the fucking hole. And we was kind of like vent partners. Like, he was like downstairs from me so I could talk to him through the vent. And I asked him, yo, bro, why the hell you call that man your OG so damn fast, bro? He was like, I was just trying to goddamn, man. He was a good father figure, Weezy, because I ain't had no father. And for real, I left it at that on that part of the conversation, man. But Drew, he was cool with taking that ass whooping, taking the responsibility of how OG and his mama did him. And I wish I could see where they at right now, because that was fucked up how they did him, man. But at the end of the day, man, be careful who you call your OG, y'all. And that's the end of the damn story. Y'all know the count, man. I appreciate y'all for watching as always, man. But I definitely need y'all to stay out the way out here, man. Why? Because it's the best way to live, not the stress way to live, man. You just got to be careful out here, man. You don't want to go to jail and live in that environment. That's not the environment you want to live in or grow up in if you're young. So do the right thing out here. Stay out here with your family, man. Get the bag the legit way, man, and everything will go good. And you will be a staying out the way member for life, man. That's all I got to say, man. But y'all be easy, man. It's the Thursday banger. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do with this one right here, right? Like, share, and subscribe this one, y'all. Let's get this. Get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe, man, and stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart just to open your eyes up.